Now at 4 o'clock, a little girl caught in the crossfire of a gun battle in West Philadelphia. Nearly 30 shots fired, sending some people running in fear for their lives. A 32-year-old man was also hurt in this shooting. Thursday afternoon, I'm Sarah Bloomquist.
And I'm Brian Taft. The big story on Action News today is that latest young victim to be caught up in Philadelphia's gun violence epidemic. Authorities say the 11-year-old girl was out with family when she was hit by that stray bullet. Thankfully, her injuries are not considered life-threatening.
This shooting is just the latest act of violence that has neighbors in that area absolutely fed up. Action News reporter John Paul is live outside of police headquarters with the full story now. John.
Yes, Sarah, Brian, they are fed up. They told me that today. You know, right now police are looking for at least 2 people in connection to the shooting. You mentioned 30-some shots were fired, 2 people hit, including the 11-year-old. Tonight we're learning that 11-year-old is one of more than 100 children shot in Philadelphia so far this year.
We just heard 3 shots. They all sounded the same, and then like 2 seconds later, I heard like 5 different other guns going off.
David Smiley was caught in a gun battle last night in West Philadelphia. It happened around 11:30 along South 52nd Street. When police got to the scene, they found bullet casings and 2 people suffering from gunshot wounds.
Adult male shot in the leg.
A 32-year-old man was shot in the leg at 52nd and Market, and police discovered an 11-year-old girl had been shot in the hip a couple of blocks away.
We believe this 11-year-old was with her mother and other family members, and they were shopping in some of the stores that were still open in the area of 52nd Street and Chestnut when this 11-year-old female got struck by stray gunfire.
She was rushed to Children's Hospital in a private vehicle escorted by police. She's in stable condition tonight.
This is a marketplace. It's considered a marketplace. Everybody comes there. Stores don't close till about 11, 12 o'clock at night. So it still should be safe.
Today, evidence of the late-night shooting wasn't hard to find. Police tape and chalk outlines remained. There was also signs of a shooting from a few weeks ago, where bullets hit this metal gate.
We need something to help keep our kids safe and our elderly folks get safe.
No doubt.
Gunfire goes off around here like firecrackers.
The 6ABC data team uncovered that so far this year, 107 kids under the age of 18 have been shot. And people I talked to today say shootings like this one are all too common in their neighborhood.
It's sad. You can't go nowhere in no particular time.
So tonight, police are searching for 2 people in connection with this. We do know they did take a 16-year-old in to be questioned. They actually found her in a car last night that had been hit by some of that gunfire. Live outside of police headquarters, John Paul, Channel 6 Action News.
New video tonight of a drive-by shooting during a vigil in North Philadelphia that injured 5 people. Now, fortunately, everyone involved is expected to physically recover, and police have the suspect vehicle in custody. I'm Jason Martinez, and police do say they're still looking for the shooter or shooters here. Our Kelly Rule was in the neighborhood today, and Kelly, you have the very latest.
Yeah, Jason, so again, this shooting happened during a vigil for a 20-year-old man that was killed 2 weeks ago, according to police, only a block away. And according to friends and family in the community, the shooting happened only hours after his funeral yesterday. Now, today we talked to a number of people who are incredibly fearful of more retaliation, so they did not want to speak on camera, but they hope last night was the last of this. New surveillance video obtained by Fox 29 shows a gathering outside of a corner store at D Street and Wyoming Avenue before 9 last night. When a white Jeep drives by and people start to duck and run for cover, the moments Philadelphia police say 5 people were wounded in a drive-by shooting. A 17-year-old man, a 23-year-old man and woman, a 24-year-old woman, and a 68-year-old man.
It blows my mind. It's like this city is like, we need to stop doing this to ourselves. We want to build and grow better, and you can't do it doing stuff like that.
Police confirmed the shooting happened during a vigil, the aftermath still visible today, for 20-year-old Orlando Negron, who was shot and killed a block away on Wyoming Avenue back on July 5th. A 15-year-old boy was also wounded in that shooting. People in the community tell Fox 29 last night's vigil followed Negron's funeral during the day. Celso Baroa works in the neighborhood daily.
I've had a couple of customers that were related to the gentleman. And it was, unfortunately, it was just a sad story to hear. They were telling me the young man was just trying to break up a fight, you know, and unfortunately, Things got out of hand.
Police say they found the shooter's vehicle, the white Jeep, shortly after the drive-by shooting a few blocks away on North 5th Street, abandoned, and recovered 3 guns inside, including a ghost gun. There was a visible police presence back at the corner into the afternoon today.
How long they was here? One day? And then tomorrow they's not here no more?
A man who identified himself as one of the shooting victims from last night but did not want to speak on camera was frustrated police were not patrolling at the time of the vigil. Commissioner Danielle Outlaw said last night police were not aware of it.
There was a vigil shortly after the previous shooting occurred on July 5th. We were out here, we had presence. There was no issues that night, but we were made aware of this vigil, unfortunately, after the shooting occurred.
And again, police say they have the suspect vehicle in custody. They were processing that for evidence today, but the investigation continues. If you have information, call the Shooting Investigation Group. Jason.
All right, Kelly Rule, Police Headquarters. Thank you, Kelly. And